right, welcome. This is the Trade Tribe, Season 2, Episode 4. My name is Taufik Suleiman, the student investor, and by no means am I an expert, but every week I'm looking to learn and bring my tribe along. The Trade Tribe is a trading community and show where we learn to trade, share strategies, and contribute to making the tribe wealthier. This show is our take on how we analyze the markets, what we think is going to happen, and how we make plays on that, as well as share our learnings along the journey. Between our trading group chat and our weekly recorded calls, we want to see every young adult, a part of our tribe, thrive. So make sure to add us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Clubhouse, and any podcast platform at the Trade Tribe. Man, this is a week. This is really going to be a special episode today. We're going to postpone the book club discussion that was planned to wrap up how to day trade for a living to next week because we have so much to talk about what happened this past week. Man, niggas was losing sleep this week over everything going on and still are. But today we're going to start with just our intro, special topic on everything going on with the short squeeze. They call it the big long. Week in review, meme of the week, question of the week ahead, and just go into our members pick as well as those mentioned from the clubhouse. But with me today, we got myself, Hero, and Hamid. Say what's up.
Yo, GME for life, Diamond Hands, what's good?
KMC gang.
And hold the line. Besides that, it's so much stuff that's going on in the markets. It's just so much. It's just so much. But I'm gonna just run through it real quick. Basically, what happened is, I guess before I jump into what happened, I'm so glad for everyone in the tribe, everyone that is joining and following our vision. Me, Hero, and the others in the chat. We started this with just about 4 or 5 of us, and we had a vision because we want to put people on. We want to tell people about opportunities like this where you can make money. People were making thousands in our group chat. Some people making multiple thousands, some people making close to $1 million. I'm not gonna throw names out, but people are coming rich off this stuff. But shout out to everyone that's following us, people that are looking to us, and everyone that's relying on our information and our community. We have over 200 plus followers on Clubhouse already. I did not expect that. We just started that a couple of weeks ago. We have 101 followers on Twitter. We literally hit 100 followers on Twitter now. So shout out to everyone that's following us. We have 154 followers on Instagram and now 25 subscribers on YouTube. Again, we're doing the road to 100. We're trying to get 100 subscribers on our YouTube by the end of season 2. So next 10 to 12 episodes, please tell your friends to subscribe to the YouTube so we can keep putting out content for you and make sure you get money too. But throughout this week, there was a crazy flash crash. I still don't exactly know why. What happened on Monday? Stocks literally crashed and rebounded very quickly. I don't know why or not sure yet, but it was probably people selling off after the huge rally that was going on towards the beginning of January and towards the end of December. This is one of the biggest runs that people have seen in their history. Tuesday night was kind of quiet, but people were preparing for something big, and I could feel it. And what next happened was on Wednesday. That's when the huge GameStop and AMC to the moon things happened. People were saying AMC to the moon, the clash between Wall Street bets and Melvin Capital hits its peak, and other short squeeze start to follow. Because of that, there was a lot of trading halts. A lot of brokerages were crashing due to high volume. Trading restrictions were put on all these different stocks, and there was a lot of warnings going out on all these pages about volatility. So there was so much stuff going on. It was to the point that even stocks were running out of options. Like on the options chain, that's where people go to check out where they can buy different specific contracts on a specific chart, on a specific stock. It got to the point where they didn't have enough written down for them to even buy, and that was wild. Along that, DOGEcoin pumps up. If you don't know what DOGEcoin is, it's completely a meme crypto. It has no value, has no purpose, but it skyrocketed this week because of Elon Musk pushing it on his Twitter social media. And because of all the madness, coinmarketcap.com made an own memes crypto called WSB as a shout out to Wall Street Bets. Is a Wall Street Bets coin. And basically, people got tricked into believing that Wall Street Bets had their own coin and that it went up 1,000% in less than a week. Now I actually fell for it and almost thought that was a real thing, but then I read into the details again. Me doing my due diligence to see if it's actually a real thing, and they found out it was a meme, and they just posted an outline of what happened with GameStop and other stuff going on. So just more madness in the week. And besides that, other stuff that happened besides that crazy stuff was Pfizer, Moderna, and other vaccine stocks have been bouncing back secretly and quietly after booster shot news. If you've not been paying attention, there's new strains of the COVID virus that are a lot worse, a lot more deadly, and more viral, to the point that a lot of countries in Europe have actually gone back into lockdown due to it. But while that was going on, Johnson and Johnson talked about their own trials. They have their own vaccine, and I think they're waiting to announce trial news and results this week. But due to all of this, all these stocks are going back up. Moderna is bouncing back high after it sold off earlier last year or earlier in January, as well as Pfizer. Bitcoin pops up to 37K, as I said earlier, due to Jack and Elon adding it to the bios. Now everyone is looking at Ethereum and altcoins. If you don't know what altcoins to invest in, check out previous episodes or stay tuned for the rest of this episode. Biden also continues to sign multiple exec orders. Hero, you can talk more about this after. The FOMC had their meeting, and you should be expecting more news about that this week. Also, other stuff going on. The cannabis stocks, Afria and Tilray announced they're merging at some point. And Jay-Z actually, I think he funds or actually started his own cannabis company. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll check that out. And lastly, Apple, Tesla, a whole bunch of other companies released their earnings, but they drop afterwards. So potentially buy back on the dip. But yeah, what do you have to say, Hero? What are your thoughts on all this stuff going on? I think you can start with Biden's exec orders and what's going on in his markets. You still there? I think Hero left. But some of the earnings that took place, AMD had their earnings. Microsoft has their earnings last week. Tesla had their earnings. Which other stocks? Visa had their earnings. Chevron had their earnings. It was so many earnings that took place. One of the ones that I was watching or listening to or paying attention to the most was Apple and Tesla. And surprisingly, this was actually their best quarter. Apple had record sales on their new iPhones and iPad, I believe. Tesla made a lot of money from their sales and have been posting a lot of great results. But despite that, their stocks dropped. They literally sold out right after their earnings. So for me, I see this as a dip. A lot of people believe that this is them going back down, but you never know. I think the news with all the AMC short squeeze news actually contributing to it dropping. So for me, I'm interested in buying in dips. I actually took a lot of the profits I made from those calls I sold this week and bought a lot of long-term stocks. You can name Zillow, Growth Generation, Tesla in there as well, Etsy, Shopify. A lot of the stocks that I've been listing out as stocks that I'm holding for the long term, I bought in on the dip. Because I believe a lot of people see that this too. The S&P dropped, so this should be a great opportunity because S&P and all these stocks just go straight up. But besides that, this is a lot of great stuff because not only myself, it's actually interesting because ARK, one of the leading or most popular investment fund now due to their great investment into a lot of stocks like Tesla, actually bought a lot more on the dip. If you go to online, a lot of these ETFs put out their information and their orders online because they're required to by the SEC. ARK sold a lot of other stocks that they still have positions in and bought into Tesla I think on this dip. They bought in so many shares because again, a lot of people believe in Tesla that it could reach 1,000 literally in a matter of months soon. People are talking about them potentially going through another stock split, so definitely be on the watch out for that. And yeah, it was so much stuff that kept on going. But I'm gonna go through. You back, Hero?
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, I said that's the message. But also, I know a lot of people have been like sleep on this, but Rebecca put in the chat about KOSS, and I was just trying to tell people it's you wherever they're taking money. Like Tesla's down $100 right now. I would be trying to get on Tesla, no doubt. I would be trying to get on Tesla tough, no doubt. So don't be afraid to, look at these stocks and put your money into something you believe in. But also, if you got a tribe, you're doing good right now. You're doing good right now.
You should be up.
You should.
I don't think there's anybody in the tribe that's down. Nobody.
Just up for no reason.
Well, what do you think about the other stuff that happened? I spent a lot of time talking about Apple and Tesla. What do you think about Biden's exec orders, the stuff that he's been signing? He's been signing a lot of stuff. He's been putting
his executive orders are it's kind of tough to see how it's affecting the market because of what's going on. But it's clear to see like Tesla got hit pretty bad because they lost that battery contract, and Apple has to worry about two things. Apple's fighting with Facebook right now because of the privacy thing. So it's like, what is actually matter? Biden let out 3 weeks worth of orders in 3 days. He could have easily, conventional wisdom says in the political sphere, that was 3 weeks of information where you could have controlled the narrative for 3 weeks. But you gave it away in 3 days because you're about your business. America's suffering right now. And he has the benefit of saying within the first 2 weeks of his presidency, the corona pandemic thing has slowly trended down in both deaths and hospitalizations. So I don't know if it's because of Biden. I don't know if it's because people just waking up from their Trump dreams. Whatever it is, he has the benefit right now, and he has to use it to his power. Trump showed us what it's like to use power. Biden is using his power.
That's facts.
Now is if this honeymoon phase is just that. He's like, yeah, let me tighten them up so I can really do the real stuff I want to do later. That's gonna fuck them.
So you're against what Biden is doing? Is that what you're saying? No.
I'm 100% for it. I just hope that it sets a tone that's going to continue, and he's not just having us do a honeymoon phase for the first couple of weeks. I hope it's consistent and it stays this way through this term.
Facts. Now I agree. I think he came in swinging. He came mainly one to fix a lot of the mistakes that Trump did, because as Trump was going out, he was signing a lot of stuff. He released a lot of people off. He was pretty much looking out for all his friends. He stayed in the office leading up to inauguration, signing hella stuff. So I think Biden was trying to counteract that, because I think Trump gave a lot of people passes. He gave them what did you call it, Hero? When you give
their
pardons,
clemencies and pardons and pardons. But basically, yeah. But I don't even think that's that bad, because Trump left. He did 114. Bill Clinton did 212. So like, I'm not really like upset about that. That's shit. He has the right to do that. For once, he didn't break the rules. So I'm gonna leave him alone. Like that, I don't care about that as much as, you know, he'll say, but I could I poke fun at him? Sure. He said he's the most non-racist and does the most for black people. Last I checked, Detroit, Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water. And last I checked, there's still over 236 suspected non-violent offenders for drug possessions that are black in jail right now. So, like, if you're gonna call him out for that, but don't call him out for using the thing for the one good thing he did on his way out. Uncle Pookie and them don't gotta be in jail forever.
I see it. Let's see what else happened. What do y'all think? I want to know, how's your views on Bitcoin change since all this stuff going on? I know what's the Bitcoin
so now that I have made 80% profit off of DOGEcoin or whatever the fuck that shit is, and I'm trading it right now. So I'm trading it between the 35 and the 37. So every time I make $20, I just pull it's a day trade. It's day trading for dummies, and I love it. So I'm up 80% on DOGEcoin. But I will say this, Taufik, as far as your bet's concerned, you started off pretty strong, you know, but my Bitcoin, I am currently sitting at, negative 13%. So you got a long way to go to get back up to your positive.
I would like to say I did tell you to get in a little bit earlier. You took your time.
It's not about what you said. It's about what you bet. So that's what you got to do. If we
go back to the day we actually placed the bet, I think it was a week or two after, because you didn't see my payment request.
No, I did. Hey, facts. But guess what? I would have called the bet off at that point. Like, nope.
Nah, I think it's still going on. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin.
And you know what?
Now, but I'm still bullish.
Ethereum I was very skeptical about, but I will say this about Bitcoin. I did buy the dip. So like I started with 50, so I'm easily at just with your investment, I'm up 13%, right? So that's a no-brainer for me. But I'm down 30%. This is an easy dip for me to buy. I would easily buy this dip over and over. I bought the dip of a negative 18% on Tesla. Give me the money.
Facts.
And if I ever see any of the money that I'm owed by the government, I'm putting that shit in there too.
Facts. Well, you mentioned trading DOGEcoin. Can you talk about that, Hamid or Hero? I know you've been trading DOGEcoin as well.
Yeah. So what I've been doing is because it's a crypto, so you can trade whatever you want to. I literally been day trading all with it. Like, okay, take out my take everything. Literally, like I made 5 trades within an hour type day trading. Like that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
So simple. And it's so volatile. Like literally within a 5-minute span, it can go from 19 to 35% up within a 5-minute span. Literally. That's money.
DOGEcoin has helped me pay for put fractional shares into the AMC and other stocks. It like
so so I'm with it.
Facts. If I had the time, I would have done the same thing. But I was just busy with work. This was actually a really crazy and hectic work week. But y'all are really smart for that. Y'all made hundreds literally off of those day trading DOGEcoin. And for those that don't know, something different about the crypto market, it runs 24/7. There's no regulation, so you're able to buy and sell crypto 24/7. So those are stuff that go on throughout the week, and that's been what many people have the only option to do through it. And I think I'm even more bullish on crypto now because of this. People see what is going on in the world and are shifting and buying more crypto. I'm gonna wrap up the weekend review because we spent so much time talking about it. I know we can still get into other stuff that y'all interested in, but just to wrap it up real quick, members are going crazy. This has probably been the best week for members. Just as Hero's been making money, Hamid, y'all just talk about how much money you're making off DOGEcoin. People are making bank. I think someone in the group Discord made 532% profit off Express call. I made a little bit of money off Express, but not 532%. I think it was at least somewhere.
When did you have time to do that? Because I was following Express like a fucking hawk.
That's the thing. It was so many moves. It was so much stuff going on, and this is why. So it was so much stuff going on. I can't even list all the profits that we put in here because it was so much going on. Even for myself, I didn't post half of the profits yet because I'm still trying to calculate how much I made. Normally these apps tell you how much you make, but because I was making so many trades, I actually have to go back and figure out how many that I made. And this is just a summary, so it was so much more going on. And that's even more proof that the tribe is and will stay eating forever. But Twitter, so I think someone else made about 106. David made 106% profit off Twitter. I don't want to talk about AMC. I'm still up right now. I sold half of my contract at AMC. I made up to 700% profit off AMC calls. Was not planned, but I still made it. And I still have a couple more that I'm planning to sell later this week because I expect it to keep on going on. People are getting ready to buy AMC this money, and I'm going to keep
buying AMC in the morning, Monday morning, first thing.
Proof right there. Other stocks, Fuel Cell, I made about 42% profit off Fuel Cell. 2 other people in the group chat did make some too as well. Nokia, I made about 120% profit and more. I still have a couple contracts, so even more profit on the way. What else? DD, someone sold their shares of DD for 35% profit. I did sell some of my Tesla for profit. I should include that. That way I can buy an option call on the dip. So I'm about to make even more money and buy back those shares even lower. So there's more money coming in. And so many other things. I can't even list it all. There's so many. I made money off IDEX, Ideanomics. I made money off of Roku, Fubo, you name it. I used that profits to buy into a lot of great long-term stocks as well. But it was a lot that was going on this week, and I can't even summarize it enough. There were a couple losses, here and there. I think 2 people in the group chat lost money on gold and BCG, but I can't blame it because so many stuff was going down and you have to protect your profits. One of the things we preach is protect your profits, cut your losses early. So I'm proud that they did that and reacted accordingly in the market because it could have been way worse. But moving on, we have the meme of the week. I saw this earlier. It was so many fun stuff from this week, but this one stood out to me. It's basically a tweet that Jack Dorsey himself actually retweeted by Maisha D Stallion at MYEShack.HOU, well, whatever it is. And she basically says, he's one of those future memes, when he's being toxic and sending a message to one of his ex. And it says, everything with GameStop is making me realize how I should have invested more time in our relationship. I treated it like a game and I wish it never stopped. Anyways, hope you're well. I died when I saw that. This is like the epitome of toxicity because everyone's talking about GameStop already and you added fuel to the fire.
Toxic is life.
But yeah, that's the beautiful. Y'all have anything else to add to that or anything funny that y'all saw this week?
I saw a few of them. I think the one that stuck with me was the Terminator one. There's like this meme of like the Terminator looking for the little girl under the desk, and the Terminator is like GME, and the little girl under the desk is hedge funds. So I really
Facts.
like that one. That was
I
just
s-
catch me up.
I saw like 3 different versions of that, and basically, one of them was basically like retail investors giving $600 in $600 stimulus checks, and then trying to hunt down hedge funds, and hedge funds hiding under the table being scared. I think that's definitely accurate. But yeah, that was the meme of the week. It's just so many funny stuff. I couldn't even find the one. I feel like there's so much funny stuff that happened, but hey, if you're probably sorry yourselves if you're listening to this. But yeah, moving on to this week, we got 2 questions for you. Did you buy GME or any of the other popular stocks in crypto? And what did these past 2 weeks teach you? For me, I did. I wanted to be a part of the revolution, so I bought a share of GME. It's looking like it's going to be profitable tomorrow, so I probably will sell it, but at least I can say I was a part of the revolution. And I have a couple options on some of the popular stocks, like AMC. I still have my options, Nokia, BlackBerry. I sold half of them or more, locked in $1,000 in profit, but I'm holding because I believe it's going to go up this week. I also bought into crypto. I put a lot of my profit into buying a lot of those crypto I've been talking about. Bought a lot of Ethereum, bought more Bitcoin, bought more altcoins. And this past 2 weeks has just shown me that people really need to be investing. And the more you're aware and prepared for situations, the more you'll make, because being prepared would allow you to benefit off these opportunities going on right now. I think that's really what taught me the most that I learned from this past 2 weeks. Hero?
Yes, I did buy GME. Shout out to Diamond Hands. And I'm not selling. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying in this fight. I'm not leaving till I lose at least 50% of my profit. Seeing as how I'm up 212%, I'm not fucking leaving.
You sound like Leonardo DiCaprio from that Big Short movie. I'm not fucking selling.
I'm not fucking selling. Okay, Diamond Hands forever. And the two things what I learned in the last 2 weeks, there's a pivotal ass scene from the movie Ants where the grasshopper talks about why it's important to keep ants in their place. Because one comes at you, it's not a problem. Hell, 2 of them come at you, you can still have 3 could even come at you. You still got it. But when you open the floodgates, there's always going to be more ants than there are grasshoppers. And this is what it is. There's more retail funders, investors than there are hedge funds. We can run the market, and this is proof of it. Don't fuck with gamers. We got the cheat codes.
Facts. Hamid, you have anything to add?
That's your slogan. Don't fuck with gamers. We got the cheat codes. That's your new slogan. That was like your badass moment when you walk out the room.
It landed well, didn't it?
Yeah, they did. They're like, the name is Bond, James Bond. That's the kind of effect I had on it.
Thank you. I worked all week on it.
What I say
you
is
prepared for the episode.
We've been, the whole time it's been 1,000 people controlling millions. Now it's millions controlling thousands. That's what it is. Money is them, but we have the masses. So same thing with the grasshopper thing. We have all our money combined can equal theirs, but we know we can do this. So
the power of social media. The world is connecting way faster than people can even prepare for. But yeah, other stuff that happened. Again, if you are following, you should definitely follow us on social media at The Trade Tribe. We're posting all our updates, a lot of notifications, live news updates about the stocks we're looking at, and so much more. If you are following our page, you are going to gain value. You can ask anyone that's following us right now, you're going to gain value. Even if you're not in the Discord, it's better to be in the Discord, but as long as you're following us, you're going to know what is going on. You're going to see our plays, see our signals, see our information, see the news, and stay up to date with our episodes. We just posted episode 2 and 3 this past week. And we've actually been dropping some of the plays along the way. Like we called out AMC, we called out BlackBerry, we called out Express, we called out Nokia before all this stuff happened. And you can even see the timestamp even there. We've been calling it out. People have been asking, what are y'all investing in? We posted it for free online. So follow us at The Trade Tribe. A lot of funny memes in there, and definitely interact with our social media, because that's also where the discussion goes on. Be a part of the discussion, be a part of the investment, be a part of the revolution. This is The Trade Tribe. So definitely add us on those pages. But moving on, we did postpone the book club till next week. We'll be covering chapter 7 to 9 of How to Day Trade for a Living. This will be the last segment of that book. But we decided to push it back just so we can give y'all what's going on right now this week. A lot of great gems in the book, and we're going to wrap it up and move on. And lastly, just wrap things up again, we also got the week ahead. This coming week, MicroStrategy, I believe, is having their own conference geared towards institutions so they can teach them how to add Bitcoin to their balance sheets and things like that. I believe this is taking place February 4th to the 5th. It's going to be interesting because, one, this is going to get a lot more money flowing into Bitcoin. So I'm expecting a Bitcoin rise, a huge shoot up. And if Bitcoin goes up, so do the altcoins. Just simple way things work in the world right now. But it's going to be a huge movement because not only are people asking and trying to figure out how to do that so we can get higher revenues, boost their numbers, this is going to inspire a lot of people to start shifting to crypto. I think a lot of these real estate institutions and companies are trying to get ahead of the wave and get as much of the limited supply of Bitcoin. And see how other things. This is going to introduce a huge movement into crypto and people having crypto divisions within their companies. But I'm looking forward to that and seeing what happens. If it does happen again, if it does happen, it's definitely something to watch out for. There's going to be more stimulus news. Biden has already agreed that he's going to try to get us another $1.9 trillion of a stimulus package for the American Rescue Plan and things like that. So there's going to be a lot more money coming in. A lot of it going to vaccines, as he said, to make sure that the economy and the country recovers. Again, everyone has their eyes on altcoins and Bitcoin. But with Bitcoin's going to move up. That's pretty much already guaranteed. But with altcoins, there's going to be altcoins that you're going to see have 10x returns, 100x returns. So you can make a lot of money. A lot of people are talking about some of those altcoins, and I listed some of them down here too. From our Clubhouse discussion earlier this week, some of them being Kusama, Polkadot Starter, Algorand, XLM, MakerDAO, AAVE. I can't remember which one that one was. Uniswap. So many there. ADA is another one. That's Cardano. So definitely be on the lookout for those. But other rumors and stuff going around. Well, I'm gonna start adding rumors into our segment so we can start giving people more heads up on what's going on. Apple has been going crazy. They've been talking about a lot of stuff. They've been working on a lot of stuff in secret. One of the biggest things to talk about is their iCar, which they've guaranteed will probably be out by 2030 or I think 2023. They've already talked about partnering with Kia and other companies to make sure that this happens. So I believe they're really serious about this and could really see this going on. Another thing is they're working on some AR. They're really investing heavy. They want to make their own AR glasses. And I think they're moving a lot of their head engineers to work on it. There's some secret project going around. I think it's called Project Garda or T288 that's going on. And they're really putting a lot of their best engineers on this project. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out from Apple in the next few years. I might buy a couple more shares so I can hold it for the long term and ride this wave. Also, the Saudi Arabian sovereign wealth thing, they postponed, they tell CCIV, the founders of CCIV and Lucid Motors, to postpone the merger news because they're trying to talk about a new plant that they were talking about in Arizona. And basically, this is pretty much just guaranteeing that they are going to merge, and is even anything giving more news. So I think CCIV is starting to pick back up at steam. So definitely be on the lookout for CCIV and their potential merger. Another thing is watching the weed industry. Something I missed out to tell was in the week is that a lot of these weed companies are getting better. They're improving their management. They're getting a lot more investors. Jay-Z entered this space too. He's in the space now. A lot of huge celebrities are backing and entering the space as well. So definitely watch out for a lot of news coming out with that. Uber is rumored to be selling off their air taxi business. If you weren't paying attention, they sold off, I think, their autonomous self-driving vehicle division to a different company. They still have a stake, and they're probably going to do the same thing. This is telling me that either one, they're struggling, or they're trying to focus just on food delivery and then keep less energy spent on this other stuff. So definitely watch out for Uber. I'm gonna be tracking that and watching the news. Another thing going on is gonna be a lot more earnings. We got Amazon releasing earnings, Pfizer releasing earnings, Snapchat releasing earnings, Ford releasing earnings, Alphabet and Google releasing earnings, PayPal, Spotify, Qualcomm, eBay, Grubhub, Chipotle, UPS, ExxonMobil, BP. So many companies are putting out. Major ones to watch are definitely Amazon, Pfizer. Amazon just to see what they've been up to. Pfizer for vaccine news. Snapchat for Twitter and social media news. Ford for all the stuff going on in the automobile industry. But also Google and Alibaba, because one, they're both facing antitrust rules, I believe. Google facing from the US and Alibaba from China. They're facing antitrust claims against them. So definitely watch out to see what they have to say about these queries and be on the lookout for that. And again, we have our Sunday stock pick call on Clubhouse. Thank you for everyone that was on that earlier today. And a lot of the great gems, and I'm gonna post the screenshot later on social media. So follow us at the TradeTribe. A lot of gems that were dropped today. They were myself and the others on the call dropped plays and potential picks on silver stocks. So SLV and AG lithium stocks. I know ABML was one that was listed, another one too. Ethereum, altcoins such as Kusama, the ones I was talking about earlier, and other ones. Definitely check out Polkadot, check out Cardano, check out Ethereum. But that is the week ahead. Do y'all have anything that y'all want watching this week before I continue? Or we can talk about in the members pick ahead actually. Yeah, members picks. Man, do you want to start, Hero?
Oh yeah. KOSS. Buy it. Love it. Let it love you. GME. Diamond Hands. I'm not fucking leaving, and I'm buying more. But most importantly, the one thing you should buy is another brokerage. I want to stress that. If you are relying strictly on Robinhood or one brokerage, you are putting yourself in a situation to be shut down or shut out of the market. I have 3 brokerages, and I'm very comfortable trading with all of them. They're all used for different things, but please find another brokerage. Taufik has links in the description of his video, so you can get in and get a free stock while you're at it. But KOS, AMC, GME, Diamond Hands forever.
Bet. How about you, Hamid?
I am all about Workhorse. Especially with things Biden's doing, as you saw, it was like at 20, it's at 30 something this week. So I'm all in for Workhorse, put in those calls, all that. Get in tune.
Facts. That's the only thing you're looking at?
I mean, obviously I'm looking at the DOGEcoin and all those kind of things, but the one I'm really serious about is Workhorse. Also, I'm interested to see, because I'm a big bank stocks guy. I'm interested to see how all this stuff is affecting banks, because they play a big role in that. So I'm interested to see what the Citigroup and the Chase, how they react to all of this stuff.
That's smart. And just for those that don't know too, Biden announced that he was switching the entire fleet. I can't remember what kind of fleet, but specifically
all major federal transportation vehicles to electronics.
So police, all of that to electric vehicles. So you're going to see a huge jump in electric vehicle charging companies and electric vehicle companies.
And keep in mind, Fisker should be on your radar. I own 3 shares of Fisker. I'm watching it like a hawk. They're the American version of Tesla, or American version of the Ford for electric cars. So America's going to pay for that first.
Exactly. The big thing, because with Biden's initiative to keep things at home, because Workhorse makes a lot of those engines. I mean, engines and the batteries for them. That's why Workhorse set up, because like Biden wants to keep things EV and keep them home based. So if it's a home based EV company, something might be coming their way.
I'm so glad you brought up. I was telling people about FSR a while back, a couple episodes back. FSR. Now it's coming back full circle. So I'm also going to be looking at FSR too. Other ones I'm also going to be looking at. I'm also on the whole EV play wave. NIO for sure. NIO is probably going to have the smartest electric vehicles out there. Tesla's going to have the best performing vehicles out there. Other ones I saw was CLII. There's climate. They're basically a climate change SPAC. But the beautiful thing about them, they're merging. I can't remember which company, but they're biggest electric vehicle charging station company in the world. They have the most electric vehicle charging stations around the world, and already have partnerships with one of the biggest manufacturers like Tesla, Ford, and a couple other ones. So that is pretty much a guaranteed money play, especially when they merge. I don't think they have merged yet, but they've announced that they're merging with that specific company. I think it was called EVBox or EVgo. But definitely check those out. CLI, I'm extremely bullish. I bought shares this past week. I'm going to buy options. I'm going to buy anything I think of. Spend as much money as I can on them. I'm really going to be broke for the rest of the year, but I'm going to be rich 2022.
Goals.
A couple other ones as well. It's so many as well that are popping up on my radar. Apple, I'm looking at Apple as well. Again, I'm trying to get as much money as possible from short-term plays. So I did make some money off GME, some off Airbnb, some off all these other ones. And I'm going to be moving those into these longer-term plays and other stuff. I'm also going to be playing around my crypto. Again, as I told you all last week, I'm selling a lot of my Bitcoin, buying a lot of these Ethereum altcoins, and it's paying off already. Literally just from last week, it's paying off already.
Yeah, and I'll tell people, to your point, don't be afraid to invest because your blue chip stocks are going down. They're your blue chip stocks for a reason, because they'll come back. Tesla's not
opportunity.
Yes, exactly. If Tesla's down $100, don't sell Tesla. Buy more Tesla.
At no point should you ever be selling a Tesla except you're to buy more Tesla.
Exactly. I sold my Tesla option to do what? Buy more Tesla stock.
That's what I'm doing this week. I bought a short-term call on Tesla with the Tesla, half of the Tesla shares I had, so I can buy even more Tesla. So
I'm desperately looking for an option play to get into AMC. I'm looking at some of these strike prices. I'm feeling it. About a $700 investment for a good in the money option.
Facts. And we're gonna talk about it in the Discord. We're gonna talk about the Discord. But other ones I'm looking at again: Uber, AI, Voyager. They're a new cryptocurrency platform. I can expect them to go up as well. And some of the crypto you see on the screen here too. But it's so much stuff we cannot name all of them. Definitely add us and join the tribe, and you'll hear all about our picks. And they're gonna make you money, I promise you. But that pretty much wraps up our week, man. This was. I'm sorry for the long episode, but we needed to give you all the information that y'all needed. We need to give you as much as possible and make sure y'all up to date as well. Because we know that y'all are relying on us as a tribe, and we're gonna try to put out as much information to make y'all money, so that we can also stick to our vision, stick to our goals, get people like us, people in these spaces up there, and get banking off all these opportunities. But shout out to the tribe. Thanks for listening, and thanks for the guests we have on today, Hamid Hero. This is the Trade Tribe, so make sure to share this with your friends and family, whichever way you are watching or listening to this. Follow us on social media at the Trade Tribe, and subscribe to us on YouTube and any podcast platform you're on. Good luck trading, and Tribe out.
Peace. My camera stopped working.
Damn, what happened?
It's because I went to go check on my jollof rice.
Of course.
All right, boys, I'm out of here. This road is ugly as hell. And I'm buying a truck.
Appreciate y'all hopping on. I'm sorry if it was long. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Much.
All right.
Bet.
Peace.
Whew. Man, so much. I appreciate the call out earlier. I was trying to switch us to a different topic at some point too.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a crazy week. It's gonna be a crazier week.
Yeah, it's real talk. Yeah, I just need to figure out, like, because I was looking like, how the fuck am I losing money and I'm up all the, and then I just looked at Tesla and fucking Microsoft. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Microsoft, man. I think I'm gonna leave Microsoft, bro.
Microsoft is a very long-term play.
The reason why I'm holding it, well, because I was like, oh, they pay dividends, but then I'm like, it's not 0.9%. It's like, now that I know more about dividends, I'm like, you're a shitty dividend payer.
Yeah, but the long-term prospect of Microsoft is huge. If you have not been paying attention, Microsoft has been making very strategic investments. They've been investing with all these big companies that you've been going crazy, but you don't realize.
They did buy NetherRealm.
They bought NetherRealm. They have a stake in, I think, Cruise, that electric vehicle automation, whatever company. They've been, it's so many, I can't even remember them. It's like, they've been making so many secret moves, and it's gonna, at some point, people are gonna realize that people starting to pay attention to Microsoft, especially after their last earnings, because Microsoft is doing the best in cloud computing, and everyone is moving to cloud computing. Like, Microsoft makes such long-term investments that you then don't even see them until after they've happened, or like after they've told you, yeah, we made billions off of this. Like, I have the ESPP stock program where they give me like some of the shares at what's it called, at a discount. So I'm probably not going to sell them. I'm planning to sell them and buy other stuff, but I might not even sell them. I think I'm either going to sell them and then buy Microsoft options call, like leap calls for like years down the line, or just hold on to them, to be honest.
Nah, I'll probably stick with it. Like, it's one of those stocks that you just forget, so why bother?
But I can see you like selling it and making more money somewhere else and then buying back in. But I'm even thinking about buying back into a couple. Well, not really buying back because I want to get more from the program. But man, Microsoft is a hidden gem. I don't understand why people are not paying attention to it yet. Like, no matter what, they just avoid all drama and news for some reason.
Man, when they own people's money, they get nervous. They get nervous as fuck.
Facts.
But I mean, I ain't nervous about it, so. But we'll see, and I'll send you the other shit for what's the stuff I was thinking about? I'll send you the other.